Hey, welcome back, friends. I'm excited today to bring you this cool little device from Equal-i-zer Hitch called the OnTarget. And we're going to go through a lot of what it can do. I probably won't get to everything it can do, but when Equal-i-zer reached out to me to review this, I thought to myself, what can this do that a tape measure can't do? And actually, turns out it does a lot. It makes life a lot easier for you, and I've really enjoyed playing around with this thing. Today we're going to test it for what it's mainly used for, and that is to determine the percentage of weight placed back onto your steer axle when using a weight distribution hitch. Now, to prove that this is not just some type of advertisement for Equal-i-zer, we're actually going to use a different hitch. We're not even going to use an Equal-i-zer hitch to test this thing out on. This thing also, it can be used as a level, so you can imagine how useful that is around the RV. It's also used as a laser tape measure, so that's super helpful if you've got your slides. You're not sure if your slide's going to come all the way out or if it's going to clear something there on the bottom. Same thing with your awning. Yeah, it does volume, it does area. It's just a really handy tool, and I'm going to show it to you a little bit more in depth today, so I hope you'll stick around. All right, let's take a quick look at what you get when you buy an OnTarget. It comes nicely packaged. You've already seen this. But then you get a nice little carrying case here. So put that on your belt. You could use this not just towing. I mean, every day if you use a tape measure a good bit, this could come in super handy. So you could put that on your belt. It comes with a lanyard. And it goes right there. For the world, I mean, I can't get that to work, but yeah. If you can make it work, that's where that goes. This little card's going to be super important later. We're going to place that at the bottom of the tire at the front wheel well, and that's going to let us know we're measuring at the same spot. So you can see the instructions right there. And then also more instructions about what the OnTarget does, the different features it has, and yeah, it's just a nice little setup, nicely packaged. Let's get started testing out its weight distribution percentage calculator. So you can see here on this little card, it kind of dummy proofs how to use this, which is great for me. I always need something that's dummy proof. You can see where it tells you to place the OnTarget, and then you got to do it uncoupled, coupled, but no weight distribution, and then weight distribution engaged. Those three measurements will plug into the device, and that's going to give us a percentage. The percentage they recommend is between 50 and 100%. So if we're between those two, that's a good place to start. And then of course you'd fine tune from there. So let's see what we get. The hitch we're testing today, or the hitch that's going to be testing our device, I guess, is the Anderson hitch. And it's just the hitch I just happen to have on right now. It's the last hitch we have tested recently. I have tested the Equal-i-zer hitch. And to Equal-i-zer's credit, I like the Equal-i-zer a little better than this hitch, but this is a good hitch too, so I could definitely recommend both of them. Now, the first thing I have to do, obviously, I'm engaged, I just got home, so I've got to get all of the weight off of these chains, and matter of fact, I got to take the trailer completely off of that ball, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, friends, you can see I've got all of the weight off of the ball back there, so let's go up front, and I've already placed the card here right in the middle of my wheel. All right, you can also see, just in case it gets dislodged, I've got it right across that seam on the concrete. I'm going to place this right at the edge of the wheel well, so we can't really cheat anything here. And then we're going to go aim our laser. I don't know if you can see that or not. There it is. And I'm going to do this. Boom, there we go. And we've got 42.01 inches for our unloaded weight. Let's get our fully loaded weight. Okay, we are completely down on the hitch. All of our weight's on the hitch. You can see that moving around there. And this is kind of hard to do one-handed, but come back up to our target and pop it here. Laser's down there. And let's see. Boom. There we go. Now we're at 42.48 inches. So about a half an inch, right? It raised me up about a half an inch. in the front. Let's engage our weight distribution and see where we're at. Okay friends, you can see our weight distribution is engaged. Good to go there. Let's come back here and get our last measurement, trying to do it one-handed. And boom. All right, okay, there we go. We're at 42%. So I need to crank down on the Anderson a little bit more, right? Because they want it to be between 50 and 100. So let's try and see if we can get there. All right, guys, I bumped it up one more turn, and now we're at 59%. So I think I'm good with 5 turns. I kind of overdid it there, as you can see, but we're definitely within range. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I find that interesting. Let's check out a couple more features that this little booger has. All right, so a lot of you have slides, and one super cool feature here, let's say you've got a tree that's on this side of your campsite, you can just place this up against your tree and you can hit read and it's going to nail it for you. There you go. You've got 3 feet 6 inches. So if you know how wide your slide is, which you can also measure that, you know, you can come in here, measure your slide as well. So if you know your slide depth, and you get a real quick measurement without dealing with a little tape measure. Same thing goes for the awning side. So let's say you've got a tree over here on your awning side, and you know how far your awning extends. If you don't know how far your awning extends, well, here you go, you can figure that out. But let's say I'm sitting here, put this on the tree, oh, it's in the wrong mode, sorry. Let's put it back in the right mode. It's got so much this thing can do. You guys can see what's going on there. There we go. All right, yeah, just nail it right here. Boom. 9 feet 2 inches. Very cool. So now you would know that. Yeah, it's just super handy. Is your campsite deep enough? Is your campsite wide enough? And also, the little level is always on. This here is a little level. So if I came up, I know I'm not level right now. So if I came up to it here, I know I'm 1.1 degrees off front to back, and then I could do it maybe down here from side to side, and I'm 1.5 degrees off side to side. I'm a little high on my driver's side. So anyway, guys, this is just a quick rundown of the little OnTarget by Equal-i-zer. I think it's handy, absolutely. I'll link it in the description box below. I make nothing from this. This is just a little tool I wanted to introduce you guys to. And yeah, the link doesn't link back to me or anything like that. Just go snag one if you like this. And if you don't, hey, that's fine too. Hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.